Welcome to BaliBam. Let's have a tour to see the main functionalities. We are on the login page. Let's create a new user. Now that we have all data filled up, let's sign up. Here it is. We landed on the onboard page, and if we expand the menu, we can see all the different actions we can currently take. And of course, we are going to create our first client. From here, just let's create a first client. Let's give a that number. And here it is. We have our first client. We can actually modify the client, or we can invite this client for sharing the information about one project. So let's go to the onboard page again. And we can now create our first project. Let's give a name, an amazing project. We are the only person in the team, the first client, as we said. And let's say we started the project on the 1st of December and it's going to last a couple of months. Let's create it. Here we have our first project. We can edit the project, we can delete it. We have some basic information, but let's go to the most interesting part. This is the timeline of the project. We already have a couple of events, the start of the project and the end of the project. And let's create a milestone. So let's say this is to deliver the login page. It was due on the 15th of December, but we had a delay. About visibility, so let's say it's a public event and we are going to add it. Here we have the milestone created, we can open it and we have all the data. Of course, there is a cross because we missed the milestone. We can edit, as we said, and delete it. Let's create now a deviation with the milestone. We said we delayed 1 week. Imagine that we actually deviated because of some holidays we didn't keep in mind. And imagine it was the beginning of the project, like a few days after we started the project. The visibility, my suggestion is to keep it public, so we want transparency with the client. And back in time, we estimated a delay of 7 days. This is very important as well, responsibility. So we are saying this was because we didn't detect there was some holidays, so our resources couldn't work on the project. But you can choose also, this was an external responsibility. For example, imagine the client just said, we want different requirements, so we are not responsible for this delay. So let's create the deviation, and here it is. You can see as well some details here. Also, we can track some decision we took during the development of the project. So let's go for something very interesting, KPIs. This is probably the most important internal tab of BaliBam. It's where you can see the data and you can take actions. I really like a Sherlock Holmes quote. It is a capital mistake to theorize before one has data. When you see here data, you can take actions. So we generated automatically KPIs to check the health of the project. We can see the happiness of the client. It's only 81%. These are probably due to the deviation. We are more or less in the middle of the project. And here we have the milestones. So we have only one milestone that we completed, and we missed actually the only milestone we had. Here we can see the deviation, 7 days of deviation, around 12% of deviation. That's why the client wasn't very happy. And here we can track the deviation during the different milestones. Also, and this is very interesting, we can track the time we spend on the project. So today is the 31st of December. So let's track someday. Let's say I worked for 8 hours today, yesterday, and the day before. So we add it, and here they are. So we can also delete them, just clicking on them. And also we can have a list of the different time tracking. I hope you enjoyed the demo. And remember, this is a 2-steps process. So you start to track your progress on the timeline, and you are very transparent with the client, very upfront in communication. So you set up milestones, you track deviations, you track every decisions you take on the project. Then the second step, you measure the progress. So you check the KPIs and do you understand if the process is going in the right way. This means the client is happy and the client is engaged. And an happy client and an engaged client, they are more willing to stay with you. And you can apply premium prices. They are going to spend more on your website, on your service, and you can even upsell different products to the client. Thank you for watching.